What's up, everybody? Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I am back with the MLB betting picks, and I am back with Pick 5, Win 5. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between. Welcome back to my daily betting show where it is my job to give you my 5 favorite plays in the sports betting world. We are coming off of a weekend of rest and relaxation. Yes, guys, even at times my battery does run down a little bit, but I'm feeling fresh and I'm feeling rejuvenated. I hope you guys all enjoyed your weekend. Hopefully you're able to catch up with some loved ones, take in some cool sports. Shout out to the women's national team winning 3-0 against Vietnam, getting that World Cup started off the right way. Even though they didn't cover, got a nice win. The U.S. still yet to lose an opening match in the World Cup. That's pretty awesome. Just like it's pretty awesome that we have got a full schedule of MLB games coming up today. And as per usual, I have my 5 favorite picks sorted out. But before I jump into them and before I share them with you, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. Like the video if you have been enjoying the videos, and like the video if you're happy. We are back with the return of Pick 5, Win 5. Guys, my first pick of the show today, I'm in a bit of a rush, so we're going to try to keep these things short and simple. My first pick, I'm going with the Baltimore Orioles money line versus the Philadelphia Phillies. On the bump in this one for the O's, it's going to be Dean Kramer, who's 10-4, 4.80 ERA and a 1.34 whip. Not the best. I'll hold my hands up. Going against Christopher Sanchez, who's 0-3, 3.06 ERA and a 1.05 whip. So yes, Sanchez does have the much more appealing numbers on paper. However, Kramer has been up and he's been down. It's been really bad month, really good month, really bad month, really good month. So far, he's got a 3.57 ERA in the month of July, so we will definitely take that. However, I'm not going with the Orioles because of the pitching. I'm going with them because of the offense. They have won 12 of their last 15 games, and they just took 3 of 4 against the Tampa Bay Rays, who have been the best team in the AL for most of the year. Whereas the Phillies, they won last time we saw them, but they were coming off of a 5-game losing streak. The Orioles are top 5 in scoring over the past month of play, and the reason they're able to do a lot of that is because they are excellent with runners and scoring position. They rarely waste their opportunities. They're also better coming out of the bullpen, and although this game is in Philadelphia, Orioles are 31-18 on the road. Phillies are still above 500, but the Orioles found more success on the road than the Phillies have found at home. I'm going to take them in this game, and I'm going to take them also for plus money. Yes, plus money. We're getting some really good value here, so that's definitely part of the reasoning. It's a value play, but it's also just a logical play. Orioles money line, pick number 1. Pick number 2, I'm going with the Minnesota Twins. I almost said the Baltimore Twins coming off the Orioles pick. The Minnesota Twins money line versus the Seattle Mariners. On the bump in this one, Luis Castillo, 6-7 with a 3.04 ERA and a 1.05 whip. He's going against Kenta Maeda, who's 2-5 with a 5.10 ERA and a 1.25 whip. Now, I want you to compare those. Okay, Castillo, 3.04 ERA, 1.05 whip. Maeda, 5.10 ERA, 1.25 whip. So why am I going with Maeda and the Twins? Here's a stat that might blow your mind a little bit. He has a 5.10 ERA, right? Maeda does. If you take out his worst start of the year, which was 3 innings, and he gave up 10 earned runs against the New York Yankees, which is funny because the Yankees don't believe in scoring runs anymore. 10 earned runs in 3 innings against the Yankees. If you take that out, he has a 2.30 ERA for the entire year. Not the month, not the last week, not at home, for the entire year. Minus those 3 innings, he's got a 2.30 ERA. So while you look at the 5.10 ERA for the season and think, wow, he's been awful, that's not the case. He's actually been really good. And if Castillo does have a weakness to his game so far, it's that he gives up too many home runs. Maeda, although he's only played or thrown 40-something innings, he's only given up 3 home runs. Castillo, at about 120 innings, has given up 19 already. That is significant because the Twins, they swing for the fences damn near every time they are at the plate. Castillo might rack up a lot of strikeouts, but I tell you what, the Twins can easily hit 2 or 3 home runs in this game. Also, if you look at the past 30 days of play, although the Mariners and the Twins are just about dead even in scoring, the Twins are ahead in home runs, batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage. They have the much better offensive metrics. They're a little more wasteful as far as runners in scoring position, but other than that, we do like them both in the box and also on the mound. The home record for the Twins, just about the same for the Mariners' road record, so not a huge advantage there. These teams split a series 2-2 last week. I think the Twins want to get revenge on their home field, and I think they do that. So we're going with the Twins money line for pick number 2. Our third pick, I'm going to take the Los Angeles Dodgers money line versus the Toronto Blue Jays. On the bump in this one for the Blue Jays, Jose Barrios, 8-7, 3.39 ERA and a 1.16 WHIP. Going against Michael Grove. Michael Grove, 2-2 with a 6.40 ERA and a 1.54 WHIP. Now Grove has been better lately. As a matter of fact, every month of his rookie season, he has dropped his ERA, and he's now got a 3.60 this month. Barrios has been awesome lately. Don't want to take that away from him. However, his ERA creeps a little closer to 4 on the road, and obviously this game is being played in Los Angeles. The Blue Jays as a team also struggle on the road. They're 28-25, so obviously still above 500, but much closer to being average. Dodgers 29-16 on their home field. The Dodgers have also won 10 of their last 13 games, and over the last 30 days of play, they lead all of Major League Baseball in scoring. They have got 161 runs. Second place in runs scored is 142. So they have quite a large lead on second place, and they've got a massive lead on the Blue Jays, who are bottom 10 in scoring during that same period. We like the Dodgers to get a win here. I understand their bullpen hasn't been amazing, but I think they're going to be able to find success off of Barrios, and I think the Blue Jays offense will struggle. Dodgers get a money line win for pick number 3. Pick number 4, I'm going with the over of 9 in the Rockies-Nationals game. Two terrible teams. On the bump in this one, Patrick Corbin, who's 6-10 with a 4.89 ERA and a 1.54 WHIP, going against Jake Bird for the Rockies. 2-1, 4.03 ERA, 1.38 WHIP. The Nationals offense has actually been all right lately. I believe they're 13th in scoring over the last month of play or so. If the Rockies do have a strength to their offense, which granted they usually don't when they are on the road, but if they do have one, it's their ability to hit home runs just about middle of the pack over the same last month period. Patrick Corbin gives up a ton of home runs. That is something that the Rockies batters should be looking towards. Both teams are about even coming out of the bullpen, and when I say even, I mean evenly shit. They are both awful with their relievers when they come into the game. The line is only 9. I understand that's more of a reflection of the offense's inability to generate runs, but I think with how bad the pitching matchup is, again, you look at the ERAs, 4.89 and 4.03. You look at the whips, 1.54 and 1.38. You consider the relievers that are going to be in this game that we're going to see. I like the over in this game. It's not at Coors Field. I want to make sure that's clear. It's actually in Washington, which is just about 20 minutes away from me, but I do think this game is going to go over. That leads us into the final pick of the show, and before I give it to you guys, I will remind you one last time, subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the picks, and if you want to be locked in for daily betting picks. Maybe I should adjust the title slightly because normally take a weekend day off here or there, but daily as far as the week goes, and on the weekend too sometimes. Okay, enough of me rambling. Final pick of the show, we're going to go with the Astros money line versus the Texas Rangers. This is an in-state interdivision showdown between the Rangers and the Astros. On the bump in this one for the Astros, it's going to be Brandon Bialek, 5-5 with a 3.46 ERA and a 1.40 WHIP, going against John Gray, who's 6-5 with a 3.30 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP. Bialek has been really good lately. He's got a whip of below 1 and an ERA of 1.02 this month. You look at Gray, he had one outstanding month. I believe it was the second month of the season where his ERA was below 2. Other than that, he's been mostly a high 3 ERA pitcher. That's just where he's at for this month. So Bialek been a little bit better as of late. And again, Gray not quite as dominating as I think we're led to believe. Both teams are top 5 or top 10 in offensive metrics over the last month or so, whether that be runs, batting average, slugging percentage, home runs, OBP, OPS. They're both right there. They're pretty much neck and neck with one another, and I would consider this pitching matchup neck and neck. The Rangers are also better away from home than the Astros are at home, although, again, this game is in Texas. It's a little bit of a home game for both teams. I think if the Astros are serious about their aspirations to win this division, it starts now. They're 3 games back, and they have more championship experience. Oh, looks like my internet just cut out. Okay, we're back. If the Astros are serious about winning this division in the American League West, they're going to win this game. They're 3 games back. They need to close the gap. Also, the Astros just have that edge in championship experience. The Rangers have been awesome, but pretty much everything has gone right for them so far. Will something falter? Will the Astros start to claw their way back in? I do believe they will, and I do believe it starts with the win on the money line in today's game. So let's do the rundown. We got a lot of money lines today. I'm just now noticing that. Pick number 1, Orioles money line versus the Phillies. Pick number 2, Twins money line versus the Mariners. Pick number 3, Dodgers money line versus the Blue Jays. Pick number 4, Rockies-Nationals over 9. And pick number 5, Astros money line versus the Rangers. Guys, that's going to do it for the Monday betting picks. Subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy. Like the video if you like the picks. Comment, let me know which of them you're fading, which of them you're tailing. And until I see you all next time, I'll be back very soon. Have a great day.